Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Annerly. I am the Public Relations Coordinator over at AW Beattie Career Center, and today you're going to learn more about Beattie and whether or not it might be a good fit for you. First, who are we? We're comprised of 9 school districts in the area, and each of these school districts sends students to Beattie because they're interested in our programs. We have 20 different programs. One thing to remember with each of these programs is that regardless of the name, these are all starting points for where you could take yourself in the future. So why does it matter? Well, I like to describe these programs as electives on steroids because you're in each program for about 2 hours per day. You're building your foundation initially with your academics in each program, and then you're expanding upon that with real hands-on experiences in those programs. And we're preparing you for the real world, whether it be in college or your career. So let's talk about some of the misconceptions that I like to address early on when people start learning about Beattie. That way you're not going into it saying, well, I heard this about Beattie, so it's not for me, because it might not be the case. First, you can play sports, you can be in the band, you can be in chorus, you can be in musical, you can be in clubs, and many other activities, and it doesn't disqualify you from coming over to Beattie. Now, if you're in several things, it does make it a little bit more complicated. That being said, it's not impossible. You can do something you love at Beattie and not have to give up something that you love at your own school too. The second misconception that people sometimes have about Beattie is that if you attend Beattie, you don't go to college. That's just not the truth. Most of our students do go to college just like any students from your school districts. Over at Beattie, there are several great experiences. First, you do get a college level experience in our programs. Day one, when you open your textbook in surgical sciences, that textbook is the textbook that our teacher used when she was in school for surgical sciences before she went on to a career in surgical sciences. Now, it's not the same book, it's an updated version 20 years later. Secondly, you can earn college credits in all of our programs. For our programs, you can earn anywhere from 9, maybe 12 credits over at CCAC for any given program. You might earn 20 credits to go to CalU for robotics. You can earn scholarships. So we've had students that go to Point Park University with tens of thousands of dollars in their pockets because of scholarships. Same with a place like Robert Morris. Same with a place like Slippery Rock. And lastly, our graduates attend college all over the place. From as close as trade schools like PTI and CCAC, all the way to Arizona State, Texas, Temple, and some students are going into accelerated master's programs and pre-med programs. The second misconception is that you can't get a good job coming out of high school. Well, the truth is, some of our students actually get good jobs while they're still in high school. We have people working full-time in the summers just because they're already skilled in what they need to do. They earn certifications while they're here. Certifications that you can't get anywhere else, and certifications that would cost you money if you had to do it outside of high school. We have a student from our design program that graduated from high school, didn't go to college, but had very advanced skills in videography. And a few years now after graduation, he works with people like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Post Malone, and then we have other students. We had another student that graduated from our cosmetology program, and now she's ranked one of the best cosmetologists in the country. Now, there are opportunities too, while you're at Beattie, to get a head start. So we have different experiences like cooperative education, internships, clinical experiences, full-time work. And we'll take a look at some of the students that took advantage of those opportunities. Paulette Rowland graduated from North Allegheny a few years ago, and she had a cooperative education experience with Ott Family Dentistry. What that means is that by the time she became a senior, she was actually going to Beattie maybe 2 or 3 days a week and spending the rest of her week working. And because she was doing that, and because she was a great student as well, she continuously worked her way up. And today, she was actually one of 20 students accepted into Pitt's dental hygiene school. Students like Izzy Littell in our sports medicine program, or maybe some students in our health and nursing programs and other medical programs, they get clinical experiences by the time they're a third-year student. When they get to a certain point of experience and skill within their program, they'll actually go out and work with real patients. And those experiences help students determine what their next steps will be. For Izzy, it was to go to Gannon University and to become a physical therapist. Nikki was actually hired about 6 months into her first year of her program in Autotech. And she took those experiences and kept building her skills up, and upon graduation, she had multiple offers on the table to go work full-time as a service advisor right out of high school. Ben Scariot had an internship at Shaler Hampton EMS, and we have internship opportunities for several of our programs, and you get those real experiences to help you determine what steps you want to take next. And then you have other people like Becca Miller. Becca was somebody who worked in our cosmetology program. Our cosmetology program has a salon. And in that salon, our student cosmetologists actually get to work on real clients, including through this pandemic where we take the necessary measures to ensure everybody's health and safety. 3 years after graduation, she actually opened her own business in Wexford. So how is this all possible? How is it possible that we're able to prepare you for both college and career readiness at the same time? Well, it really comes back to 2 key points. Our instructors have connections in the industries that they work in and within academia. So for any given program, you might have about 24 industry leaders in the area that give us feedback for how we need to be at the forefront of our programs and for our educational experiences for students. You also have folks in academia, and I'll pick on sports medicine real quick. You have folks in academia who will give people like Mr. Tipple, who is a physical therapist himself, best practices for teaching and preparing students to go to colleges in the area. And here's the part where I stop talking finally. You're going to learn about each of our programs in the upcoming part of this video. You're going to learn about students who have excelled in their programs. And while you're watching this video, ask yourself, could you see yourself in the same position?
My name is Elise. I am in the early childhood education program, and my favorite part about it is that I'm surrounded by people that love the same things I do. During my time in early childhood education, I've learned and have been a part of a variety of experiences that involve working with young children. I have learned how to keep them safe and healthy through first aid and CPR certification, mandated reporter training, meal planning, and daily schedules. I have also learned about the developmental needs of children from birth to 9 years old. One of my favorite experiences was student teaching at local elementary schools in kindergarten, first, and second grade.
I get a lot of surprise from people at NA. They think it's odd that there's a girl in auto tech. In our first year of auto tech, we really keep it simple with preventive maintenance, so we get to learn about, oil changes, the whole workings of oil and what it does. We do the cooling system and how, that relates to the engine and how we would perform, services on cooling systems. We also get into brakes and brake fluid. We learn how to make brake lines to go with that. We learn a lot about tires. We learn about the wheels and the tires separately. We also learn a lot about electrical systems. We have a huge unit on, how to fix wires, solder wires, splice wires, stuff like that. And that's mainly in our first year. I love the environment I'm in. I love the people that I'm around, and it just feels like a big old family to me.
My name is Dawson. I attend Beattie Career Center. I am in robotics and engineering technology. We mainly focus on electrical engineering. So like the circuitry, things like transistors, diodes, resistors, inductors, capacitors, batteries, things like that. I want to go to Johns Hopkins University for bioengineering and robotics. Beattie helps me because it's a good stepping stone to that. I want to go into combining bioengineering and robotics, making biological robots in a way. Robotic eyes, arms and legs, and try to make organs out of robotics. It's something that fascinates me.
My name's Arden. The veterinary sciences program is giving me the foundation to eventually become a veterinarian. Someday I'd love to be an equine veterinarian. I love a lot of things about this class. There's always something new and interesting to do. Whether that's grooming dogs, looking through the microscope is one of my favorite things, doing lab things like that. We learn a lot about anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, a lot about different species, their bodies, how they work, how we can treat them in veterinary medicine. We do a lot of lab work. We do hands-on work with the dogs mostly, and we're learning a lot of things that are going to put us ahead if we decide to go to a college.
My name is Taylor. I attend Pine Richland, and I participate in A.W. Beattie's Surgical Sciences program.
We've already earned our CPR certification and learned things like proper hand hygiene and hand washing, patient transport to surgery and transferring to the OR bed, surgical instruments, and done research papers on the career paths in the surgical field. My favorite part of the program so far is the patient transport to surgery and transferring to the OR bed because it's a hands-on experience and you get to learn through mistakes. Miss O is always there to guide us and gives us the freedom to make mistakes and correct them next time. It's really cool to be in the first surgical sciences program in Pennsylvania. I believe that this will give me the foundation to go to college, possibly enlist in the Army, and be a surgical technologist someday.
My name is Matthew. I'm in A.W. Beattie's Computer Systems Technology program. I love being at Beattie because everybody's so friendly and you don't realize you're learning till it's too late. So I wanted to learn how computers are built, how they work, and how they network with each other so I can go on to develop different softwares and network technologies. So in the program we learn about operating system fundamentals, preventative maintenance, computer repair, understanding the boot system, PC operation systems, troubleshooting PC hardware and software and driver installations. We also dive into network engineering and cybersecurity. I want to go to Robert Morris University for network engineering.
I really wanted to be hands-on in something in the automotive field, and bodywork is what I wanted to get into as a kid as well. So one of the main things I'm working on currently is a 1970s Firebird, and it's a very, very enjoyable piece to work on, and it's nice to be a part of history because I know that car, once we're done with it, it's going to look good and a lot of people are going to remember our name for it. You get a lot of opportunities with like welding and painting, and the painting is so enjoyable to me. I'm always willing to go that extra mile to make things perfect.
My name is Matt Schulteis. I'm in carpentry and building construction. I enjoy going to Beattie because it's definitely a different atmosphere from a normal school. From carpentry and building construction, I started learning framing, so I can frame a house from the ground up. I got electrical, plumbing, masonry, trim work, drywall, so it gives you all the skills you need to be successful. There's a lot of different extracurricular activities here. Our Teamworks team went to districts and we scored a perfect 400 out of 400, and we're going to states this April. So Teamworks is made up of 4 people. There's 3 people from carpentry and building construction and 1 from HVAC, but we all pretty much work together. I definitely recommend Beattie to everyone I could.
I'm in the sports medicine program and I love it because one day I want to be a physical therapist and it's really giving me a head start to college. I am a 3rd-year student. I have learned all the body systems, the bones, the muscles, and I'm preparing for my personal trainer's test right now. Some of the things that we learn in our gym that physical therapists use on an everyday basis are modalities, strengthening, and exercises for their patients. In my 3rd year, we've gone into depth about legal issues in personal training and nutrition. Some of the legal issues we've learned about are HIPAA, FERPA, and malpractice. The best part of this class is you get to work with students from other school districts, and right now I'm out on a clinical in a real physical therapist setting. At Beattie, I'm involved in National Technical Honor Society. I've taken a CCAC biology course.
My name is Alexis.
And my name is Dom.
And we are North Allegheny seniors who are in ad design at A.W. Beattie. We've been in ad design for 3 years now, and there's always a lot to learn from Mrs. Brown and Mr. Dunbeck.
It's a fun program because we do lots of fun projects that utilize the knowledge we develop in the class. We learn how to do professional work on Adobe products like Photoshop, Illustrator, Animate, and Premiere Pro.
We also dive into photography, videography, and marketing, and so much more. Someday I hope to be a graphic designer.
And I want to be an advertising design teacher at a career center.
My name is Nicole and I attend Fox Chapel.
My name is Shannon and I attend Shaler.
And we participate in A.W. Beattie's Introduction to Pharmacy program.
My favorite part of the program is meeting new people and learning different resources that will benefit me when I go out into the job field. After I graduate, I would like to work at UPMC full-time.
I want to further my pharmaceutical education at the University of Duquesne. Beattie is preparing me by giving me the head start I need and will give me a job to do while I go to school. My ultimate goal is to either be a pediatric pharmacist or an operating room pharmacist.
Hi, I'm Paige. I go to Fox Chapel Area High School and I attend Beattie for cosmetology. The first year when you go to cosmetology, you learn facials, hair, makeup, and all the different services we provide in the salon. And then your second year, you go through and actually perform those services on clients. When school's over, I'll be assisting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the downtown location for the salon I work at, and then Friday, Saturday I'll be in Wexford.
My name is Haley. I attend Deer Lakes and A.W. Beattie Career Center, where I participate in the Dental Careers program. We learn a variety of things, taking an impression to pouring up an impression, taking x-rays, learning water and suction, transferring instruments, head and neck anatomy, microbiology. Craziest thing we've ever done is teeth extractions on a cow head. When I was a junior last year, I started a job at GKG Orthodontics. I started back in the appliance lab making retainers, and now I'm training to be a patient manager, which is the dental assistant who works on the patients.
My name is Annalie Demetris, and I'm in the A.W. Beattie Pastry Arts program. I knew I wanted to join the Pastry Arts program whenever I came in and took a visit during the tours. I looked around at the room and saw that this was an incredible opportunity. The Pastry Arts program is a realistic experience of servicing public in a high-demand world, as well as learning the business aspects of serving the public in a bakery setting.
My name is Cam. I go to Pine Richland and I participate in A.W. Beattie's HVAC program. I love playing basketball at Pine Richland and found another passion here at A.W. Beattie Career Center. I love coming here in the morning, working with my hands, and just being up and being active. Came here for an open house, was completely blown away about just how special their HVAC program and every program here was. And I knew I immediately wanted to be here. So far I've worked with power tools, residential wiring, plumbing, all this which relates to my future job. So ideally, with the skills I've learned at Beattie and HVAC, have really made me comfortable and confident in pursuing a career in the trades as an electrician. The best part about coming here every day is it's exciting. I get to work towards my future. I think a lot of people should give Beattie more of a chance.
I chose health and nursing sciences because I was excited about all the opportunities it could give me, and I really wanted to become a nurse.
At Beattie, you're getting introduced to so many potential college and career paths. You can begin a full-time career immediately after graduation or earn college credits to attend any number of universities in the area.
You have those opportunities because you get to do things like vital signs, EKGs, phlebotomy, and patient care in lifelike settings. You are also being introduced to college-level material from the first day you step in class.
After graduation, I am excited to join CCAC for the nursing program.
And I plan to become a phlebotomist and also go to CCAC's nursing program.
My name is Molly and I attend Hampton.
My name is McKenna and I attend North Allegheny, and we participate in A.W. Beattie Career Center's Emergency Response Technology program. When I'm older, I would like to be a firefighter paramedic.
After high school, I'd like to become a flight paramedic, and through Beattie, I've been able to get my EMT and learn basic rescue skills that I'll need in the field.
In ERT, we take CCAC's EMT program. We develop introductory law enforcement skills and foundational training in firefighting skills as well.
So far in this program, I've enjoyed situational rescue training, the opportunity to do an internship at Richland EMS, performing basic traffic stops, and throwing 35-foot ladders.
One of the cool things we get to do in our ERT program is help out and assist in the treatment of students from other programs.
We run a restaurant open to the public. Running the restaurant here at Beattie, it taught me to work with customers and how to give them a good experience.
Honestly, it's like a second family. Everyone here is really, really close. It's a great educational experience because you get certified SP2 right off the bat. You have the opportunity to get your ServSafe certification. You're certified in tons of different culinary equipment, and you get first-hand experience.
You get to build a family with the community, the staff, and I think I'm gonna miss seeing them every day. I think I'm prepared to what to expect in college and kind of already ahead of the game.
Hello again. I have a few last comments as we wrap things up here. See, the last person in that video is Damian Hartle, who graduated from North Allegheny. After his high school graduation in 2019, Damian was accepted into a collegiate culinary program that is very demanding. So much that in his first semester of college, nearly half the students in his first college class dropped out or switched majors by winter break. One of the most valuable lessons Damian learned in Beattie's culinary program was that he really did want to become a chef someday. One of the most important lessons all of our students learn relatively quickly is whether their program is what they really want to do in the future. And I want to share with you one of the things I've learned in the 7 years since I graduated from college, which is that you can fall short of something that you don't really want to do. So you might as well give it everything you have for something you truly love. Maybe that something can be explored at your home school. Maybe it's at Beattie. Wherever those first steps are for you, I hope you pursue your dreams to make it a reality. Now as for Beattie, there are a few more things coming up. We will likely have virtual tours of our programs, along with what will probably be a virtual open house. In the meantime, talk to your families about what you might like to participate in here. The link, www.beattietech.com, will take you to a page with a ton of information about us. If you'd like comprehensive breakdowns of each of our programs' college credit opportunities, certifications, and curriculum overviews, click on Programs for a drop-down menu featuring each program's webpage. The drop-down menu is directly between About Us and Students on the top of every page of our website. And chances are, you probably have a few outlying questions about Beattie, like how do we get to and from our programs? Well, if you don't drive, your school district will provide transportation. You might also wonder how you apply. Well, your high school counseling offices have applications, and you can also print out an application on our website. A number of our programs do fill up quickly, so be sure to take your first steps toward joining us when it's time for you to schedule classes. Also, while there are certainly advantages to being in one of our programs for a full 3 years, there are some students that wait even until their senior year to sign up. Soon, we'll launch a webpage for potential students that breaks down a lot more information. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by downloading our free app in the App Store. Thank you, and best wishes to you all.